in the deployment options, so this is yesterday, we discussed before S4HANA, we had two servers, ECC server, SCM suite. In ECC server, we had MM, SD, FSEO, PPQM. Material master we used to push to SCM suite through core interfaces shipping, CFM1, CFM2 T codes, and transactional data we used to push through QRFC connections, Q remote function calling. This is bidirectional. Okay. So now after S4HANA, we have two options. One is centralized embedded, the other one is decentralized. So I'll go with the centralized first, embedded. So in embedded, we have only one server. Assume this is one server. But within this server, this is S4HANA. So within this server, again, we have two instances. The first instance is S4 instance. The second instance is EWM instance. Within the server itself, we have two instances, S4 and EWM. In S4, we have the same modules like MM, SD, PP, QM, FSEO. Okay, these all modules are available. EWM is only EWM module, which is with a different instance. Now, the master data, whenever I create a material master, do I need to push to EWM instance? No. So that means no shipping. So no shipping is required in embedded S4HANA server because only one box, only one server. You can say one server or one box, but two different instances for S4 and EWM. No need to do shipping, no master data pushing. Not only your material master, your vendor master, your customer master, because in S4, we are going to create material master, vendor master, product master. Okay, vendor master, product master replaced by the BP transaction in S4. So the moment you create vendor master, it will be available in EWM also. The moment you create a customer master, it will be available in EWM also. No need to push your shipping points. So all your master data will be available immediately in the EWM also. But for the material master, we are going to extend few tabs related to specific to your warehouse. So that is a different part. So no need of pushing the master data. But do we need to push the transactional data? Yes, we need to push the transactional data. So this is again bidirectional. This we call as a QRFC. This is for only transactional data transfer. Okay, so this is bidirectional, means your IBD inbound delivery will be distributed from S4 instance to EWM instance. Here you are going to do unloading in EWM side, in the warehouse side, goods receipt. So that goods receipt information, you do goods receipt. That goods receipt information will be flow back, or it will be updated to S4 in the delivery. So that's the reason this is bidirectional. So updation is going to happen. Okay. Next, the same way for outbound delivery also. Your outbound delivery will be distributed to EWM, picking, packing, staging, loading, everything will be completed. The moment you do the GI, TGI, that information will be updated back to S4. So it is going to happen through QRFC connections. No shipping is required. So this is embedded. Next one.
Why to push this transaction data even though if it is in the same server?
Yeah, if it is in the same server, but we have two different instances. EWM function in a bit different way compared to your S4 basic modules. Okay, so that's the reason. So earlier, like we have a SCM suite, right? So the EWM module, the same way they have extracted. Okay, that they have taken as a different instance within the S4. So that's the reason we have to push. Okay, the stock should be in sync between your S4 and EWM. That's the reason we have to push. Next, decentralized.
So how do you differentiate the inbound and outbound queues in this scenario?
Inbound queues, outbound queues, we don't differentiate. We'll have only one queue, that is called SMQ2. That is inbound queue. That's it.
Okay.
So here, one more thing I forgot to tell you here. In the decentralized, before S4HANA, we used to have the queues like SMQ1, SMQ2. If anything is stuck in between, so how we are going to check? We are going to check through these two transactions, SMQ1, SMQ2. Suppose if inbound delivery is not gone to SCM, so it is got stuck in between. So how to check? We have to check two transactions, SMQ1, whether it is gone from my ACC system, then SMQ2. Whether it reached to SCM suite, then SMQ1. So two sites we are used to check. But whereas in embedded, we have only one queue, that is inbound queue, SMQ2, that's it. Whether it is moving from S4 to EWM or EWM to S4, we have only one queue. In that SMQ2, we will get all these queues. Okay. Next, decentralized in S4. I'll tell you which option we need to use it at what situation, how we can propose what deployment option to the client. Okay. S4HANA decentralized. The same like SCM suite only. This is a ECC server, sorry, S4 server, S4 HANA server, which is not having the EWM. And we have a separate server with S4 EWM. See, S4 EWM server. So this box, this instance directly we are taking as a separate server. And this is S4HANA, this instance is a separate server. So means we are two different servers. So here, to push the data of master data, shipping is mandatory. So whenever you create any material master, that you need to do the shipping to S4 EWM. If it is master transactional data, again QRFC is required. Same like SCM suite only. See why we will go with this option. Let me explain that as well. QRFC, Q remote function calling. This is for transactional data. This is for master data. Okay. Now, so suppose client is not using S4HANA. So this is a S4HANA product. Client is using, suppose assume this is like, company is using in Dubai S4HANA with this S4 EWM warehouse. And suppose Oman, nearby that Dubai, they are currently into some other legacy ERP system. So they are into legacy ERP. This is not S4HANA. Still, we can connect to our S4 EWM system. So that is the beauty of decentralized. So means same S4 EWM server can be attached to your S4 system as well as your legacy ERP systems also you can link. Okay, and so this is a plant PL1. In this server, I have a PL1 with AFS. Here I have a plant called PL2 with AFS. Can we assign this warehouse number to this PL1 AFS1, which is in a different box of different server? PL2 AFS of a different box or different server of legacy ERP? Yes, it is possible. But in this embedded, we cannot assign this EWM instance to some other plant of a different server. No. So this EWM instance can be assigned a different S4 HANA system, not other legacy system, S4 HANA system itself with, this is the one which is PL1 AFS and this is PL2 AFS. Is it possible? No, this is not possible. With the embedded, within the S4 side plant store locations only you can assign. Out of this S4 instance, you cannot assign. This is what you cannot assign. That is the disadvantage of the embedded. The advantage of the decentralized is even your warehouse S4 EWM server is connected to your S4 HANA system or one place, even you can assign to some other legacy ERP system also. Not only this legacy, some other server of S4 also you can assign. But whereas in embedded, the plant and storage location which are you are assigning should be within the server only. Within that server means within that box only. We cannot assign with a outside box of S4 HANA or legacy ERP system. Okay, so that is one difference. Second difference. So in what situations you will propose embedded? In what situation you will propose decentralized? Suppose you have your warehouse with more of automation. Most of the operations are working on the automation mode with cranes, automated guided vehicles, robots. Okay, so that time you will propose decentralized. Why? Because even your S4 HANA system is down, independently your warehouse can run. Because this S4 HANA EWM server is a different server. So even this server is down, and this server is down, and even the other S4 HANA system is down. Even these three servers are down, you can still run your EWM operations, your inbound, outbound, midbound operation won't stuck. But you can ask me one question, Rohela, this outbound delivery you picked, packed, loading, everything is done. PJ should be updated back to S4 through my QRFC connection. If it is down, then how my system is going to update? No, it is going to stuck in SMQ2. The moment this system is up, you can process all these queues. That will take fraction of seconds to process. But you can still do your picking, packing, staging, loading, put away, replenishment, everything you can continue. Means in a standalone, your server will work irrespective of any S4 HANA servers are down. Now let us take this example, embedded. Suppose in FSCO, some transports are moving. Assume they did some development. Okay, so they said they want to log the users for 2 hours. Assume on a working day only they have decided. Assume FSCO guys. No, they log the users means they want to shut down for all the operations. Not only the users of FSCO, they want to log all the users within the server. Means if 2 hours, if they are locking the users, means EWM various operations also for 2 hours, it will be locked. Means assume like 100 resources are working, 100 into 2, 200 hours. Okay, so they are not going to execute anything because everything in single server. Okay, if you do not have more of automation work, then mostly you will propose embedded only. Okay, not more of like an automation, like no cranes, automated guided vehicles, If it is like 20 to 30%, still you can propose, but 90 to 100% of everything is going to happen through your automation, then you should propose decentralized. And more of different servers should be linked, then also you will propose decentralized. Okay.
So Rohela,
yeah.
in that case, like let's say like S4 is down and EWM still can operate, but the example what you have given, right? Inbound flow, I can understand, like, okay, it got stuck. If we need to update something in S4 back from EWM, then we can go and see the QRFC. But let's say like S4 is down and then outbound from S4 HANA will not work, right?
No, it won't work. So suppose I have some deliveries already there in EWM that we can process. But if you want to push the data from S4, that won't work, because again that will stuck in the queue.
Okay.
But at least in this case, we can process whatever the open outbound deliveries, inbound deliveries in the EWM side, right?
Correct. Yeah,
Yeah,
we can ship.
But whereas in embedded, even if I stop, means everything is stopped. Not only your FSCO, your EWM also stopped.
Right.
Okay, but 70 to 80% currently all whereas are running on embedded. This is absolutely good. Embedded is very good. But if you have more automation, more linkage, more complex, okay, more, see, sometimes your EWM server is assigned to S4 legacy system, some are blah, blah, blah. So many, see, some of the clients, they maintain 10 to 12 third-party softwares. I've seen so many integrations. So there they go with the decentralized. If they want to formalize everything, like, comes under one umbrella, then embedded is a good option.
So embedded is just correct me if I'm wrong. Embedded is more cost effective, and then if you use embedded, you don't need to maintain or service two different servers, right?
Absolutely, the cost will be compared to decentralized, it's less, because here you need to purchase two different licenses. This is for S4 HANA, this is for separate EWM server. But here in S4 HANA, by default, you'll get EWM basic functions. So again, in EWM, you have in an embedded, your basic EWM, your advanced. For basic, by default, you'll get by S4. But advanced, you have to pay the money, but not compared to this complete whole server. Okay, compared to this advanced will be less charge. Basic by default in S4 HANA, you'll get basic EWM functionality. So if you want to use advanced like TM integration, you want to go with the TM also, EWM TM integration, PM integration, EHS integration. You have to go with advanced option. We don't have the TM integration, EHS integration to EWM in a basic EWM of embedded. So you have to purchase this license also, but comparatively with the decentralized, it's very less. The charges are less. But if you go with complete decentralized, yes, you have to purchase two different licenses. S4 HANA is different, and S4 EWM is different. Okay.
Rohela, what is the difference between yesterday we thought decentralized and today's decentralized?
This is on an ECC platform. Okay, ECC and SEM. This is S4 HANA platform. So this is a version like SAP came up with the ECC version first, older version. Now they are in S4 HANA. And what is the difference between ECC and S4 means there are a lot of points are there. Okay, but in like macro level, ECC is on a database called Oracle database. So earlier they had Oracle database. Now currently they have their own database called HANA database. Okay, here you will find the data in rows and column. You're in only columns. Okay, HANA. So there are a lot of differences are there. Okay, 10 to 12 points you can discuss, and specific to module also, there are a lot of differences are there.
In decentralized, is EWM also divided into basic and advanced?
No,
it's
completely advanced.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, do you have any document which describes what we get in basic versus? Can you please share?
Yeah, we have the documents. Yes, definitely will share you.
So as part of the basic, can we say like the storeroom management or?
Storeroom management I didn't cover here because that is a replacement of WM. So this is whatever I talked here is completely related to EWM.
Okay.
Okay.
So basic,
yeah.
Basic is not storeroom management.
No.
Okay.
Rohel, actually in ECC, material master is created, and in S4 HANA, that product master will be created. Like it will be through shipping actually.
No shipping. So in embedded, no shipping.
So in this case, how can we like material master or product master means it will be created?
So just we have to extend 3 tabs. That is what I'm saying. Material master will be available in embedded immediately in EWM also, but we have to extend 3 tabs. Okay, in a T code called mat1, but no shipping is required. Okay, but in the case of ECC to SCM suite or in the case of S4 HANA to S4 EWM decentralized, yes, shipping is required. The moment you create, see, even though we push this master data here, again we have to create the product master. Okay, that is also required.
Okay, and what about the plan and shipping point? Like before,
by default, it will get in embedded. Okay. By default, shipping points, your plans, your store location, everything you'll get by default. No need to do the shipping. Even your vendor master, customer master. Earlier we used to ship. So I worked in SCM 9.0, 9.2, 9.4, 3 versions I worked. Lot of work means every time whenever any material created through batch job or through manually, we used to sift. And even sometimes if it is stuck, we used to check because of what reason. So one person is dedicated for shipping of the data only every day, because in FMCG every day they create hundreds and thousands of material. Every day they create new products. In FMCG it's a very big headache. But after embedded, now everything is streamlined. No need to shift. By default you'll get. Only you have to do product master extension. That is through one program. It will happen. Everything is automated. And even you have only one queue, SMQ2. Earlier, we used to check SMQ1, SMQ2 both. Whether it's gone from ECC or not, we used to check. Whether we received or not, we used to check. Okay, for inbound and outbound side.
Rohela, one doubt. In embedded, if we change the material master data, it will be updated immediately in EWM.
No, master data we cannot, change to an update in S4 side. So that is what I'm saying. Even in decentralized or ECC SCM suite, this is unidirectional. Master data is always unidirectional.
So I'm asking in embedded system. So if we change the master data, will it
That is
update
what
immediately?
it won't. That is what I'm
Won't.
saying.
Okay.
It won't, because you have to change from S4 side only, not from EWM side. Okay, and EWM side specifically, like the 3 tabs, what I'm saying for product master, you have to exchange. So since we are in the same box, okay, you can directly go to MM02, you can change. Okay, so that will be available in EWM side also.
Configuration is same in embedded and decentralized?
Small differences are there, very few nodes are there. Okay, that you need to follow. For shipping, we have to go with the extra configs. But since in embedded we don't have shipping, no need to go with the shipping configurations.
Rohela, now which one we are learning? Embedded.
We are learning embedded. This is the one, embedded we are learning. Okay,
So,
now, yeah.
So last question. So material master has a different views. Those are aligned with a different enterprise structure. Like some data is the client level data, some is the plant level data. So when we push the material master, what data actually EWM need? The plant and storage data, or it needs everything?
No, it requires basic data 1, basic data 2, your WM execution, WM packing, your accounting related, your storage related. These data is required. Okay.
No
So,
purchasing.
Purchasing also. See, purchasing you require for your. See, if you do not have purchasing in MM01, okay, if you want to go with a different purchase order, how you are going to go with the PO? So that is required, right? So material master, you create whatever you require. For a warehouse specific, that's the reason I'm saying. For a warehouse specific, I am going to extend this material master as a product master with 3 extra tabs. That is in detail we are going to discuss in one class.
Okay.
So that's the reason I'm not entering into product master tabs.
Sure.
Okay, now since we are discussing about QRFC connections, so I'm going to show you the configuration part of QRFC connection now. In real time, QRFC connections will be established by the basis consultant. This is not the duty of EWM consultant, but still, as a EWM consultant, you should know the all configuration step. Why? Because if something is disturbed, at least you should know how to check where this particular thing is disturbed. That you have to inform to basis consultant. And even some of the clients, I worked in 2 clients, the basis consultant don't know how to establish the RFC connections. Then I established, that may happen. It is not restricted. Every time basis consultant only will look after. If you know these things, it's very good. Okay. Now let's do the configuration of the QRFC connections.
Thanks for watching. For more details, contact to Rohela Tech official website and social media links.